Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dramalogue. I'm Sunny here from Dramalogue, and with me I have Sana today. This is a Dramalogue exclusive production. This episode, and we won't have Faraz, but we part of the reason is Faraz is not watching Iqtidar, so he asked us to go ahead and review the drama ourselves. But me and Sana, we have been watching Iqtidar, and we have a lot to share, right, Sana?
Yep. Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. How's everything going? Sunny?
Oh, it's going well. I'm trying to explore and find new dramas, Sana. So,
Yeah, I mean, I started watching Meri Tanhai today. So I watched the first couple episodes. It was nice. It was good.
okay. So
Yeah,
let's talk about it later if you get
yeah,
time.
that's fine. The other question is, I'm wondering if we should there's nothing there's not a whole lot going on
Hmm.
right now, so maybe we can go back to like older dramas and review those.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to do that. I know you've recommended a few to me, and there's some that we have watched also, like both of
Mm-hmm.
us, so we can pick one from those as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I certainly want to see Dam, because I have heard like really good recommendations from you about it. And the story seems really good. I read up on the story. So yeah, so we can definitely revisit the older dramas, and there's some real gems in Pakistani dramas, right? That we need to
Yeah.
rediscover.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we can do a segment like that soon, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh my
Yeah. Other than that, I'm watching some Korean dramas. I'm watching this Korean drama series, which is on trauma
God.
incidents and trauma, and it's about a hospital's trauma center and how they operate. So it's quite interesting as well.
Is it?
I mean,
Is
to
it
me
like
it is. I'm a
is it like
non-medical.
the other, the Grey's Anatomy?
So there's not much romance going on right now. It's all about this guy who's medical genius, and he's been
Mm-hmm.
he's been working for something like Doctors Without Borders for years, and
Mm-hmm.
then the health minister kind of brings him to support the trauma center of this one of the biggest hospitals in Korea.
Yeah.
And so how he revives that trauma center, how he builds his team, and how he kind of tackles trauma patients.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crux of the series. And so I've only seen like the first 3 or 4 episodes. It's pretty pretty good. To me, I'm a I'm not a doctor. So, but I am really interested in medical stories.
Uh-huh.
So these looks really amazing, like he's
That's
cracking
good.
open a skull in the helicopter
Oh my
without
God.
anything.
Oh.
Yeah. And his fellow doctors are freaking out, and he's like, I've done
You
this.
know what's funny? Like I do not like medical series.
Yeah. Yeah. For you, it's like you might be cringing at every step, but like
I,
this is,
not. I'm just like I'm like I just want to get away from my work.
oh, yeah, yeah. I
For
get
that
that.
one time, I'm like, I just don't want to watch it. So I like
Yeah.
something like SVU, like Special Victims Unit.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
those crime stories, crimes and like how they solve a
Yeah.
crime,
I
like
get that.
detective stories. Like
Totally. I was hospitalized for a day recently, and the entire night I watched SVU.
they always have SVU. They have the USA playing, like channel playing on it. Like I work
Yes.
too. When I go into patient's room, like okay, it's still it's coming
Most of
up.
them. I was like, I mean, I couldn't sleep till 3 o'clock. So after the visiting hours are over, like after 8 o'clock, I have been watching SBU like nonstop. So it was great. All right. So coming
So
back to our our
drama Iqtidar. So yeah, what do you think?
seriously, are you still liking it?
I mean, it's a good watch. Like, I mean, when I'm just sitting around and I can just watch it, it's not boring for sure.
Okay. I mean, I know there's a lot of people are liking the chemistry between Shahnawaz and Meru,
Yeah, I
right?
liked it too. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, it's a hit or a miss. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. Majority
Mhm.
of the times I don't. And for the longest time, till Shahnawaz sort of like embraced his feelings for Meru, I was
Mhm.
really ticked off by Shahnawaz. I mean, I couldn't stand him. Now it's like looking sensible, but then I feel like Meru is like really pissed off, right? So,
Yeah.
and legitimately so. But the rest of the drama has nothing going on for it in its favor.
I like the Meru's no Rafe's wife's mom.
Yes. I mean, but then what is she trying to do? Like, so if I look at Rafe's track, right? Rafe is definitely stuck with Meru, right?
I don't like Rafe. I mean, he's like such a
Yes.
rotu. I'm like, just move on, okay? She has moved on.
Yeah, the
Like
problem with
rotu shy,
her,
like rotu, please, like just stop. Like
yes, I don't, I mean, see, the thing is, like, I get
Devdas.
Rafe. Yeah, like, for him, he's got a terrible wife, right? So, so he's not able to move on from Meru. But then you are actually not doing a justice to your wife, dude. Like, you are.
I know.
And then how do you blame that girl, like your poor wife? Like she knows you are like, you're still stuck with Meru, and you are
Hmm.
secretly you are still in sort of infatuated or in love with Meru. You're
I mean,
looking at her
She
pictures.
knew that coming into this relationship.
She knew that, but she thought that he would not continue with it right after marriage,
I
sort
mean,
of.
yeah, like I guess like you have to like understand like, it's gonna take some time. I mean, I wouldn't be like bothered if like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like he's just looking at his picture, yeah. It wasn't porn or anything.
You don't know what's going on in his head.
I mean, yeah. Like, what if he was looking at porn? What would she have done?
She would have been okay with it.
as,
She would have been okay. Let me join too.
as long as it's not Meru.
Yeah, as long as it's not
It's okay.
Meru.
Like, whatever he can watch whatever he wants.
It's like- so I mean, I don't blame her. Yes, she is. She's not the nicest person, that's for sure. But then,
Yeah. I mean, he's
but
like running away from her.
yeah, but I don't blame her, right? Like, in some cases, I don't blame her. Like, of course, if you see
Yeah,
your
sometimes,
husband
yeah.
stuck with
But then, like,
Meru, but then,
like her mom makes total sense. She's like, like she's like, akal se kaam lo, what's your deal? Like whatever she said is always right. Even though she's not like a nice person or anything, but she knows how to deal with things
yeah,
in a
she's
diplomatic
right. At the
way.
same time, if your daughter is coming to you and telling you that my husband is stuck with his ex flame, what do I do? You don't say like, akal se kaam lo, go back and like,
Yeah,
relax.
no, why not? I mean, like, yeah, like, I mean, he's married to you, not her. She has moved on. He will eventually move on.
But I mean, yeah, patience is required in this particular
Yeah,
case, right? And she is good, right, in saying that you can't be misbehaving with the other members of the family, right? Like she
right,
misbehaves with
yeah.
that. She said, like, what are you doing here?
And then she said it like, what if he never comes? What are you gonna do? Like
Yes, yes,
divorce
that
is the
was
only
good.
thing,
Like,
right? I mean, that's,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, is that where we're headed right now? So
I'm guessing like there will be a divorce, potential divorce, because the Bijan or whoever, she kind of hints at it, right?
yeah,
ये छोड़ने में ज्यादा वक्त नहीं लगता. She sort of hints at it. So
yeah.
is Meru going to? I mean, definitely it's a Meru Shanawaz end for sure, right? So we know that.
I mean, Meru's moved on. Like,
Yeah, Meru's moved on, and we're looking at a Meru and Shanawaz and happy ending sort of.
yeah.
But apparently, Meru was supposed to die in this show.
Really? Oh no way.
I mean, somebody posted. I think we posted. An interview, Anmol's interview, and they changed the endings. I don't know what the story
Oh.
they had in mind initially. So, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, Shanawaz is a little better now, but then again, he had a past which was a very like sort of like he actually said those things to Amal, right? What happened? So he was also like, like looking for other greener pasture. Like
No, no. It wasn't like that. Like he basically like, he was engaged to this girl, like his cousin.
yeah,
And then he wasn't in love or anything, but he was just in a relationship because his mom told him to be.
right.
And
But the
and he had
things that he
accepted it.
told her, in last episode, you see Amal kind of reflecting back,
Mhm.
and he said all the right things that you want to hear from your
Yeah,
fiance,
yeah, yeah.
or right?
Like the and she said, and he said those when she complained to him, okay, oh, you don't spend time with me and blah and blah. And like that's when he came to her and said, okay, I'm sorry.
Right, but he also says like I love you too, and then he also said things like
Yeah.
you
Like
will
yeah,
be
like he
you
said it
will be
because like
the one I want to spend my
because
life
she wanted
with.
to hear those. That's why.
Yeah, so I don't like this dude, man.
I so and then she's and then like he likes her obviously, and I guess he was also like attracted to her too, and then his mom plans this whole thing,
Yeah,
comes up with this plan,
yeah, and he
um
goes with it, and
yeah,
then he
because
falls in love with this girl
he
before getting
I think he
married.
was already in love.
Right.
Yeah.
So the character of Shahnawaz is not something I'm liking. Right. So
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm okay. Like, what about the brother Zayn?
Oh, he's a bad guy, out and out, right?
And then when he's like, sometimes I even like start believing him. It's like funny when he says, "Do you trust me?" And like he says like all the right things, you know.
Yeah. And I'm
He's
like, I don't know, this sister of Meru's. And here's where I have a problem with the story, right? The dynamics between Meru and Meru's sister is kind of off, I feel. Like,
why?
because recall this last episode where Meru, the brother calls Meru and says, "I'm going to give you a surprise, and look at this," and he shows that her sister is
Mm-hmm.
in shopping with the
Yeah,
brother,
that the
right?
shopping mall. Yeah,
And then he goes like, "Oh, find me, catch me if you can," kind of thing.
yeah.
And she's like running around the mall, trying to. Why isn't she calling the sister?
Oh, because she isn't calling the sister because she knows her sister's like at fault, and her sister won't pick up the phone anyways.
Yeah, but that part is not. She doesn't even try that path, right? Like,
Because remember like the last time when she called the sister, and she says, "Oh, were you like I just saw you sitting with a guy in the car."
uh huh,
So and then she said, "No, he's my friend's brother."
right.
So she kind
So
of knows by now that like her sister's there with this guy, apni marzi se.
everything is acceptable, but now you know that this is a bad guy who's telling you that he's got your
Mhm, mhm,
sister, and he's telling you, catch me if you can, kind of thing.
mhm.
Well, your first instinct is to call your sister,
Yeah.
right? And she doesn't do that. She's like running around, and then eventually the phone rings, the sister's end, and I feel like, oh no, finally she's
Up
calling me.
call kiya, right? I'm like, okay, this is the
Wait,
mom
no, my
now.
mom ne call diya. Hey, and Mary is still running around.
I don't think she would have picked up anyways.
That is besides the point. But then, if for my sister, that was the first thing I would attempt, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I
And
mean,
then
I guess they should
even
have
after
shown.
that, like you see Meru, like dressing up and putting a nice clothes, her dupatta on, and this guy walks in, and she's like, she tells Shanavas, "I want to talk to you about Zain," right? And then she changes her mind or whatever. But then we don't see any conversation between her and her sister.
Because wo part, I think it's gonna come next week.
Acha. So I mean, this should have been the workflow sort of, right? Like, okay, you had this catch me if you can. You know your Zayn is involved with your sister, and he can
Yeah.
potentially harm her. And now you don't even rush to that house to warn your sister what you're doing. You don't even try to talk to your sister. We don't see any of it, and instead we see her like trying to talk to Shanawaz,
Yeah,
and then
they
even
should have put this scene later and then the other ones before that.
yeah, and she
I
changes
think.
her mind. So that's why the whole dynamics between Meru and the sister looks very off to me in the story.
Before this, it's been okay. Like
It's been
everything's been
okay,
fine.
but ever since that Zayn track has started, there's like I feel like Meru should have been doing more. She
Mm,
like it's like she finds the or the jewelry. She doesn't question her much.
I mean, she
Um,
has her own problems going on, man. Like,
it's true, I guess.
Shahnawaz is there, like, like he was like trying to like get into her bed, like And he's just like, she has a lot of things going on right now.
And Shahnawaz has two expressions on his face. Earlier it was always a frown. Now it's like a smirk and a longing expression. There's just two expressions on his face.
Right.
So okay, so Iqtidar for me is like I watch it at like one 1.5 to 2x speed.
No, I don't. I watch it at like normal speed.
Yeah, so that's my take on Iqtidar. When
And
is
then and Zayn is I was at one point thinking maybe ye acha dikha rahe hain isko, like he's gonna get become nice, like a
yeah,
good
somebody
man.
told me that that he will eventually fall in love with this sister apparently.
That
So
I think I said that to you.
did you? Oh, yeah, you were the one then. Okay.
Because I mean no, like even like he's really good at it, like whatever he's doing.
Yeah, but he's got this nefarious side, man. Like he's like playing her sort of. And I don't get the sister. Why she's buying jewelries one after the other? Like, कहीं तो तुम्हारा ज़मीर आएगा ना कि नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं लूंगी इतनी expensive stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean think of it from her point of view. Yeah, she's like a girl, like 18, 19, 20. And
Right.
this rich man is showering his love on her, and she's never been ever been in a relationship with a guy. This is like the first man that she's talked to, right? Who's giving her his undivided attention, talking to her all night, and then promise sort of like, it's not told but untold promises of getting married.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think of it from her perspective.
Hmm.
So, she's probably like just not even thinking about all these things.
Yeah, she's hiding stuff from the mother, the sister,
Yeah. I mean,
whatever.
and that's
So,
common. Like kids do that.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I mean, if I can like start believing him, then like, that's like
Yeah.
her. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, अच्छा बन गया ये तो सही अच्छा हो गया ये तो. But then he comes back again to men.
Okay. I don't buy into him at all. So I actually like the way Meru treats him.
I know, man.
She literally, she literally treats him like
Hey, they
crap.
have really good chemistry too. Like,
Yeah.
or,
The negative chemistry is like
yeah.
at its peak there.
Like
So,
she really pisses him off.
yeah, she does. And I think she has the right retorts for him constantly, right?
Yeah.
So, so that is good. But will we ever see a softer side of Meru, yaar? Like, I'm tired of seeing this, like, very belligerent side of Meru.
Like, huh? Like she needs to like soften up a little bit, I
कहीं
guess.
तो softer ना होना है उसको हर जगह she's like arguing and the same expression on her face because she's like she has points like she's right it's not she's but then कहीं तो
Yeah.
उसकी expression थोड़ा change हो कहीं तो उसके मुंह में
Hmm.
थोड़ी तो warmth कुछ तो दिखे like
Like she needs to show a vulnerable side to her.
yes to for us to kind of relate to her yes she's a strong
Yes. Like
girl
not to like maybe not to Shahnawaz, but at least I guess she remember like when she was thinking about Shahnawaz, like saying, okay, oh it was all like I guess sexual too, like again,
yeah
like she was thinking about him getting like, all like attracted to her.
right yeah I mean even when she's home she's not that warm with her members in the family also
She's
like
never been like, at least
yeah she's always
not
been
her
like
Chacha,
Guru.
Chachi or anyone.
No, Chacha Chachi to like remote, right? Not even to her mom or to the sister. It's all like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do cooking. I can do it myself, stuff like that. So there's no
Like
like,
she's always like preaching them or like,
yeah.
yeah, like always,
Yeah. I mean, शहनावाज ऐसे भी नहीं आएगा तो क्यों बना रहे हो?
yeah.
Like, no, can you say it in a
Well,
way
she's
like
very like, like to the point, like this is
to
it.
the point? Yeah. I guess ऐसे लोग होते हैं, but just I mean, days after days ऐसे लोगों को देखना थोड़ा मुश्किल होती है.
Right, yeah.
All right, so that
And what else? How's the direction?
I don't want to comment. Okay, for one person who I can't like warm up to is the mother. Not because she has this like,
कौन सी
ego.
whose mother?
The Shahnawaz's mother. It's her acting. Something about her acting just like throws me off.
Yeah, I mean Rubina Ashraf, right? I think her name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I've never been able to like connect with her acting, even I think in a previous drama too.
Yeah. So something about, I mean, yeah, she's a politician. Yes, she's a strong woman, but I think she emphasizes on things unnecessarily when she's saying her dialogues.
Mm-hmm.
And वो बहुत over dramatic लगती है मुझे. And then I don't like that kind of performance.
Yeah, no, like yeah, exactly. Like it's too much, it's too expressive.
Yes, exactly. Huh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mm.
Um,
Okay. So
other
you
than that,
so you're looking forward. How long?
I
This
mean,
is
I'm
like
I'm
what?
looking forward in a way. Like I want to know. Okay, I'm actually like more looking forward to Zayn and the other girls track. Okay, how is that going to end now?
Okay. So why didn't she share it with Shanawaz that Zayn is up to something no good?
Because I guess she thinks that Shahnawaz is gonna side with her with his own brother,
That's a given, right?
and she wants to confirm with her sister okay, exactly what's going on.
Acha, maybe. But it was quite obvious that Zayn ने वो दिखाया, right?
हाँ हाँ वो तो है वो yeah.
Yeah. So then,
I mean, like Shahnawaz could have said like, why don't you talk to your sister? Like she willingly went with
true,
Zayn.
I agree, but that is a given. But she did the way she writes off Shanawaz, she could have written this off as well in some way, in some Meru way, right? But just put the thought in his head that your brother is again up to something no good, right?
Right. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean this. I mean she has nothing to lose. It's not that she is rooting for her and Shanawaz's happy ending, right? She's kind of sort of like anti Shanawaz right now.
I mean, she still loves him because like she's gonna die for him apparently.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna
next
get
year,
she,
yeah,
she's gonna
yeah.
take the bullet for him.
Oh, is this show ending? Like, is it
No,
gonna
no, no.
end right
They
after?
they showed the promo for next week.
Right. Somebody was trying to shoot Shanawaz, and she comes in the way,
Yeah.
trying to protect him. But this is where the drama was supposed to end, maybe, because Meru was supposed to die in the original script.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's already 36 episodes, man, or something like
Yeah,
that,
it's been a long time. Yep. And Amal, I have no idea. I don't know what's like.
yeah, she's anti the team now, like the Shanawaz team now. So I
And
don't know
which is
what she's
fine. Like
planning.
I wish she would have done this from before and not
Yeah.
like Dulhan
Yes.
Ban Ke Baithna and then be like
Yes. Not be
dumped
the
by him.
desperate of a woman,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, I
exactly.
completely agree with you. Because her grudge is completely understandable, given that Shanawaz has said those things to her and behaved like that with her,
hmm
right? So any woman would have thought, "Okay, like this guy's into me,"
Yeah, but
and
then
then
it's
dished
it's never
me.
like the other girl's fault. Like she
Oh
cannot
yes,
blame
Meru,
Mehru for
right,
this.
100%.
It's the guy and his and her own like auntie.
Yes,
What's her name?
it's the
Auntie.
guy,
What's her
cowardly.
name? Auntie. I forgot. Saman Shah. Auntie
Saman
Saman.
Shah. Yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
Auntie Saman. That's her aunt. So I mean, she has them to blame.
Yes, absolutely.
So
That's my grudge with these kind of shows, right? Like they're showing very stereotypical characters.
yes, yes, and people like it because of that. I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like my friend from Yemen, she messaged me. She lives in Aden, and she's like, "Yeah, me and my daughter are watching Iqtidar." Like,
Wow. There you
yeah.
go.
So
There you
yeah,
go.
people like it because it's a light watch.
Yes.
You can just watch it while you're like doing stuff, and you
Yeah.
can have your kids there too. Like her daughter is like maybe 10 or 11, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I'm watching at 1.5x and I'm fine. Like I don't think I missed
yeah.
anything.
You don't have to think too much about it or like
Yeah.
what exactly is happening.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I think that's why it's connecting with the audience.
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, like trashy romance. Like,
Yes.
like those, like those Mills and Boone, like
Yeah, the Mills and Boone stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
that's
That's
exactly
exactly
what it
what it is. Yeah.
is.
Yeah. All right. So that's our take on Iqtidar. Anything else you wanted to add, Sana, on this one?
No, nothing else to add actually. Like I'm sick of this Rotu Rafe.
We are seeing a talak coming anytime now.
I'm like, just like, you know what? Just move on, man. Like, just, oh,
Move on either one way or the other, right?
he's always like, oh, like walking around,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. He's always like in attempts to hit Uruj and then draws back and then
oh my god, yeah, I just cannot stand him. Like, he's such a boring person.
yeah. I mean, I think that entire family is very boring. Bijan and Rafe,
Bijan,
like
yeah, both are boring. Yes.
yeah, they're both like thinking, oh, we did a mistake. We should have gotten Meru.
Oh man. All right, so you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, yes. How about saying the farewell message, Sana?
So yeah, so we're actually gonna be reviewing Iqtidar at least, once every few weeks. If you guys have any other suggestions, let us know, and inshallah we'll see you guys next time.